Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And in today's video, we finally have the Structure Deck The Crimson King full spoiler list. It is the 57th deck in the TCG's Structure Deck series, following Structure Deck Beware of Traptrix. And I also personally think Structure Deck Beware of Traptrix is one of the best products for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG in 2023. The next Structure Deck after Structure Deck The Crimson King is going to be Structure Deck Fire Kings, which is basically a modern version of the original Structure Deck Onslaught of the Fire Kings, which came out all the way back in, I think, like 2013, 2014, actually. And as you guys know, I am a huge fan of Jack Atlas as a character and just Red Dragon Archfiend. You know, that is my second favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Card of all time. Obviously, my main favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Card that I loved ever since I was a kid was the Dark Magician. So when they announced that Jack Atlas was going to be getting a structure deck all to himself, I was like, you know what? It probably will be more on like the casual point of view for how Konami wants to tackle this product. But, you know, huge fan of Jack Atlas as a character. I think he's one of the like best, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist rival characters in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise in general. So yeah, I was like, you know, sign me up for a structure deck based around one of my favorite characters. And let's see what is the full spoiler list actually. Let me make sure I have all the newest cards up front. So we have Soul Resonator, Vision Resonator, Red Dragon Archfiend, Red Rising Dragon, Everyone's King, Red Supernova Dragon, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, King Calamity, Scarred Dragon Archfiend, Bone Archfiend, Dark Resonator, Creation Resonator, Synchron Resonator, Red Resonator, Crimson Resonator, Vice Dragon, Battle Fader, Red Sprinter, Red Ward, Wandering King Wildwind, Phantom King Hydride, Magical King Moonstar, Absolute King Backjack, Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode, Assault Beast, Psyreflector, Fire and Ascotar, Dawnwalker, Danger Nessie, Danger Chupacabra, Witch of the Black Forest, Absolute Power Force, Crimson Gaia, Resonator Engine, Resonator Call, Resonator Command, Burning Soul, Pot of Extravagance, Fiendish Golem, Red Zone, King's Synchro, Red Rain, Time to Stand Up, Phoenix Chain, Powerful Rebirth, Assault Mode Activate, Terrors of the Overroot, Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane, and Red Nova Dragon. So everyone that's going to be obviously seeing this video is really going to attach themselves to one of the main reprints in this product, which is going to be Pot of Extravagance. And as you guys know, we go to TCG Player, usually during these, you know, full spoiler list, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Type of videos. That way I can show you guys the pricing surrounding some of these cards actually. So Pot of Extravagance has been a card that has, I wouldn't say it's like gotten power crept, you know, from Pot of Prosperity, but basically, if you can play Pot of Prosperity, I would more or less so advocate you do that, because it's just, it does what this card does, except way better and like less of the risk too. You know, I think Prosperity is just a much better card in general. Like, I understand that Pot of Extravagance has its fair uses in certain strategies, but I feel like I see Pot of Prosperity in more other strategies than this one. I kind of feel like once that card came out, this card just kind of fell by the wayside. Now, do I personally think Extravagance is a bad card? No, I just think it has to fit in like some strategies that can really, really benefit from the card actually, right? So this card's been reprinted multiple times. You know, it had another previous common printing in Structure Deck Albaz Strike, and that was like $1-ish, you know, so I'd imagine that the common reprint it's getting in Structure Deck The Crimson King is going to be around $2 as well. The premium gold rare reprint of Pot of Extravagance that came out of Maximum Gold Eldorado, sitting around like probably a couple bucks right there. I mean, the best version of this card to get would be, I think, didn't it get a collector's rare printing in Toon Chaos? No, I'm pretty sure that was Pot of Desires, right? No, I remember. Yes, it got a collector's rare printing in Toon Chaos, and that version right now, currently, the unlimited mints are going to be sitting right there at like $58, right? And then when you're looking at the first edition near mint, let's see what is going to be here. The first edition mints are going to be around $89 actually for the collector's rare copies of Pot of Extravagance coming out of Toon Chaos. So Pot of Extravagance, outside of the collector's rare, I think eventually Konami might give this card an ultimate rare printing. I think it will look very good as an ultimate rare, if you're asking me. I think you have the original secret rares that come out of Savage Strike. I think these are really, really cheap right now. The first edition mints are probably criminally undervalued. Right now, the unlimited mints are $11. And then after that, first edition mints are going to be $12.50. They're about $13 for the original secret rare copies of Pot of Extravagance coming out of Savage Strike, okay? So I know the prismatic secret rares have like overtaken the originals in value actually. You have the Pot Collection Ultra Rare Pot Extravagances. When is this coming out? Because I'm pretty sure this should be coming out later on this month. Let me quickly move my webcam over here. So it's coming out, oh, okay, toward the end of this month actually. Okay, so that's when it's coming out. All right, so the Ultra Rare Pot of Extravagance coming out of the Pot Collection, this is retailing for like $28. Obviously, it's only going to be, for the most part, gettable in this kind of product, but as you guys know, you can just buy it online if you really wanted it. Right, and the prismatic secret rare copies for Pot of Extravagance right now, currently first edition mints are $7 as well. So personally for me, I would grab the original secret rare Pot of Extravagances, but this version looks really, really good itself too. So I mean, both secret rares are fine. If you want that high-end value for like longer term, I think the collector's rare is your next best bet. And then it will be like, you know, the Pot Collection and then the two secret rares actually. For the most part, the feeling that I got from this structure deck is, as you guys may be new to me, I think structure decks should be just like the structure deck Beware of Traptrix and the structure deck that was based around Salamangreat. I think structure decks, given how Yu-Gi-Oh! Has evolved over time, you should have structure decks where they should be 3 competitive-ish structure decks. Pretty much you get 3 and you have a solid, good deck that can compete at locals, and if you have a little bit more extra money, you can obviously spend more money to make your deck a little bit more better, and then you could have a good strategy that could compete on a more like regional scale, right? There's really no reason for these to be like bad, even if you're trying to appeal towards like casuals, actually, you know? There's not a reason for that, because like a casual is going to buy this and think that they're going to be able to like do well at locals and probably get completely smashed for the most part. Now, that does obviously depend on, you know, the person in and of itself, but the idea of having a good structure deck goes a long way and is a lot more better received than a bad structure deck, actually. Like, I love the structure deck Beware of Traptrix. That was a banger, actually, and I love the Salamangreat structure deck. And we had this like period point in time in Yu-Gi-Oh where like structure decks were just really, really bad. Remember that stretch like after the Shaddoll Showdown one? It was just all trash for the most part. And, you know, I think they brought it back, you know, with the Crystal Beast structure deck and the Dark World structure deck. Those ended up having some good, moderate success. And then we had Structure to Beware Traptrix, which obviously had a good amount of success in and of itself. And I think that, I don't know if this one is going to have that inherent success, actually. I mean, looking at all the new cards, I haven't, like, obviously went through all the new cards yet. But I hope that this is a structure deck that, even if you're a casual, you could get 3 of these and have a really good, strong strategy that can compete at locals. And if you have the extra money, like I mentioned before, you can also do a bit like okay on like a regional sense, given how good you are potentially as a player. So yeah, that is it for the full spoiler list for structure deck, the Crimson King. And like I mentioned before at the earlier part in the video, the final product for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG for 2023 is the structure deck Fire Kings. Now, people gotta remember, this isn't the first structure deck for Fire Kings we ever had. We had a structure deck Onslaught of the Fire King that came out all the way back in like 2013, 2012, something like that. Yeah. Hold on, give me one sec. Structure deck Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Why is it not tanking me to that? Yeah, right here. Oh my goodness, really? I hate how it's crazy. Okay, I'll just go to it right now. Jeez, because, you know, it's just how it works, right, with these things. All right, structure decks. No, it's a bunch of things here. Good lord. Buckhead's Command, Fire Kings. Yeah, it should be somewhere up here. Rise of Dragons, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pendulum Domination. Yeah, right here. Onslaught of the Fire Kings. Right here. This came out in... yeah, 2013. Yeah. And this never really saw competitive play at all. Like, some... like, strategies... oh, it was just the one. Cosmo Fire King was a strategy for a little bit there. But that's like the most this deck ever saw play. It had like a couple fringe tops at regionals, if we're being honest here. But outside of that, nothing really ever came of it. So when they're talking about giving out another structure deck based around Fire Kings, I mean, I really hope it's going to be good. Because the other one was pretty just meh, jank for the most part. So yeah, are you guys going to be buying structure deck the Crimson King? I mean, I hope the new Resonator cards and, you know, are going to be cards that people could use in new strategies right now. As you notice, instead of having the standard like 40 cards here, this is a 50 card structure deck. So I guess they're adding in, this might be a future trend of adding in more cards to the structure decks, which, you know, I'm all for, you know, but if it's going to be all just more of fluff and just trash, I'm not really going to be all for that anyway. But we'll have to see the impact of this structure deck on the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG metagame when this structure deck officially gets released. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. As I've mentioned before in previous videos, more consistent content is coming out. I've got this video coming out for you guys, and I have other videos that I'm currently working on right now. So see you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I am MSK. This is Online Cinema Entertainment, your one place for online cinema. All right, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace.